We are in Orlando. There is no salt water here. There's very little fresh water here. But what's here is a whole slew of people that love fishing, whether it's freshwater or saltwater. But what there is as well is a whole lot of people that wants to be here, but geographically can't get here. Which brings us to this episode of Beyond the Surface TV. We're going to do a ICAST experience episode for you guys at home that can't make the trip. And we're going to do our very best to bring some excitement, show you as much as we can possible about the new stuff that's coming in for next year. But at the same time, try to stay beyond the surface with everybody we run across. You guys stay tuned, it's coming to you. So this episode is no different than any of the other episodes of Beyond the Surface TV that we design. They all, in our mind, need to have meaning. They have to have a reason and purpose and passion. Beyond the Surface TV is solely about what I just mentioned. The ICAST experience is something that some of us get lucky enough to endure, and some of us we just wish we could get there. Geographically speaking, it's not for everyone. And it's an industry exhibit show at that. So some folks just aren't in the industry but love fishing and boating. So our reasoning for this show was simply to just, for those folks that can't make it, to be able to watch it at home and kind of live through us. We hope you enjoy it. Hey buddy.
Hey buddy.
Man,
how you doing today?
she looks great.
Thank you.
That thing turned out, that blue is amazing. Sprinkle a little orange on it here and there and the Gator fans will love it, but that thing is amazing. What a fishing machine. You and the crew did an amazing job. I know CCA is going to be extremely happy with this one, that's for sure.
That's all.
And whoever gets a chance to have it's going to be happy too. We're doing something a little different this time. Beyond the Surface is definitely a fishing show. It's a well-rounded, soul-to-soul fishing show, so to speak.
Absolutely.
You know. But before we get started with that, what I want to do is I want to kind of talk with you. And first off, I want to say I appreciate the partnership that we've built together, the time we've spent together working on these boats, and you know, making sure folks know about Capt. I remember the first day we sat down in your office at the plant and just was kind of shooting some ideas off the hips, and the next thing you know, we got a fishing show rolling, we got a new model coming in, and we got all kinds of plans. I mean,
it's been a journey for sure.
That's what happens.
Very short time too.
That's what happens when you get a couple of people that have a lot of passion for certain things, and that passion starts mixing it up, and next thing you know, here we go. And man, when I think back, we came a long ways. I mean,
absolutely.
We really have. We came a long ways. We've been successful with our dreams, if you will.
Absolutely.
Tell me, you know, speaking of dreams, you know, how did this get started for Clay? How did Clay Spivey get hung up in a boat company? Where did that stem from?
Very interesting. Fell in love with the previous guy that had our other model. Fell in love with the boat that he had. He ended up selling my partners and I the company. We went out to Texas to get product. This was in the middle of the pandemic, couldn't get product. Fell across this hull, and my partners and I and people like you, we have so much passion for fishing. We set out to create the best fishing boat that we knew we could make, and we constantly are changing. You know everything about this boat. We change anytime somebody comes and says something. Hey, let's change something. If it makes sense, we make the change.
That's right.
And the passion is there for me. I'm trying to build a company to pass on to my son, and we're just trying to build a brand right now and move on from there.
Yeah, I think you've done a fantastic job. I remember, you know, the demo. Every product's got a demo scenario. So I remember the demo days, we'll call it.
Yep.
You know, I remember the demo days, and I remember taking that boat, and I remember the very first time I hit the throttle and went to jump on a plane and take off. I remember the grin.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the grin going, ho, we got something here. This ain't no joke.
It was the same for me. I mean, as soon as we hit it, as soon as we made that first sharp turn, I knew we had something special in the hole, and the rest is easy to do from there. I mean, it's just designing something, and we get everybody's input, and yeah, we've got something special here in the boating world for sure.
I can't wait to see what's next.
Me too, buddy.
So right now we're going to take a minute, we're going to go over to CCA and visit Lisa Fitzgerald, who is the Star Tournament Director. Lisa, I really appreciate you stopping live today. I know it's really busy, but today we are on site at ICAST and we are doing what I'm calling the ICAST experience episode. It's an episode. So we're literally just going to show the guys at home, the fans at home that want to come to ICAST but just geographically can't make it or aren't an industry sponsor or an industry connection to come.
Right.
We just want to let the fishing and loving passion folks at home see what we go through the whole week here at ICAST. So I'm visiting all my sponsors. Obviously, CCA Florida Star is one of my biggest, and we've been friends forever. So just kind of tell the folks at home, what do you think? What do you think so far of this year? You know, what are the folks missing?
What everyone's missing is the ability to see the passion of everyone that's here today, tomorrow, and Friday. Everyone here has some part of their life and has either saltwater or freshwater in their blood, and it's all about fishing and those products that support the fishing industry. People like yourself, people like CCA, our STAR competition. I think if you are not in the fishing industry, this is something to experience. If you are in the fishing industry, you're missing out on an amazing way to support so many wonderful manufacturers and so many professionals like you and I. I think it's an opportunity to really rejuvenate yourself and go, hot damn, I'm in the hottest, most badass industry in the country, and I'm going to kick ass when I'm on the water because I have all these cool products. And you see them here.
Folks, I literally couldn't have said it any better myself. This woman is a natural and a long-term friend of mine, and we just love CCA. We love helping out where we can, and this is the ICAST experience in CCA section.
Yep, and got to be a member of CCA. We support everything that is saltwater. Keep you guys fishing. Please join us. If you're fishing over the summertime, please get engaged in the CCA Florida Star competition presented by Yamaha.
You heard the lady. Next on the list is one of my oldest sponsors, Bob's Machine Shop. I've been with Bob's Machine Shop and dealing with Stephen for many years, and he has this new 17-inch Porter bracket style jack plate that is phenomenal. We have to see this thing in person. Stephen, I appreciate you being part of Beyond the Surface, and we've been working together about 16, 18 years or somewhere, long time. And I've always appreciated the quality of the Bob's Machine Shop jack plates. What do you have here that's special? This is new, and this thing looks badass.
Yeah, so this is our new 17-inch setback Parajack. We released our first model, the 21 at the Miami Boat Show, but here at ICAST we're showing the 17. This has 12.5 inches of lift, integrated shallow water mounting points, grease fittings. It's our special cylinder. There are no welds in it. There's nothing to crack and fail on it. We have an anode built into it. This is the best parallel jack plate you can get. Tons of setback, tons of lift. We machine out a ton of weight, you can see in the back here, to keep it as lightweight as possible and as strong. These are raised to 550 horsepower.
This thing looks like it was meant to be in salt water. Sometimes that's not the case, but he mentioned the welds. That may not be a big deal to a lot of people, but I can tell you, if you don't have a weld in the salt water, that's much better. So big improvement, improvement. Love it. What else you got going on?
So then for the high performance guys that have the hulls that are perfect and just need their adjustability, we've released a smaller setback. This is our 2-inch manual Versa Series jack plate. It has 6 inches of adjustable height, minimal setback. So if you just need that adjustability, this is the plate for you.
High performance guys, all my racing buddies. How many years did we want this? How many years did we say we need just a tiny little bit of setback for adjustment to get those little milliseconds in our 800 foot? This is the deal. This fixes that. Check out Bob's Machine Shop. Next, we're heading over to Bull Bay. We're going to sit down with Dustin, and Dustin's going to show us what they have coming up in the future at Bull Bay Rods.
This year we got a couple little changes here, like our infantry rod. This is our entry level 120 retail. Added a secondary locking nut in the reel seat. Just added OD green thread, looks good. It's a great entry level rod, so we made some improvements to this. Our carbine nearshore rod series, we added a trolling one. Speedmasters, open face, kingfish, etc., you name it. This will be a sweet one for those guys. 7 foot, 1225, 2040, and a 1530. It's going to be a good option to have. Updated our TAC X line. This is our all carbon fiber, made in the USA. It's the most sensitive rod that we've ever felt. We've improved the blanks. They're in a raw carbon finish, so they're extra sensitive. Titanium guides, all the bells and whistles. This one's an awesome rod. The TAC X has gotten revamped. We're very excited about that. Our award-winning Banshee rod. We've got spinning and casting. We've added a bunch of new sizes. This one right here is an incredible rod. You can do artificial baits, redfish, bass, freshwater salt, you name it. The Banshee, that's why we won the award with it. It's a killer rod. We've added a bunch of new sizes. 21 total SKUs in the Banshee line, including some travel. 3-piece with case, lots of good options. And then this one we're very excited for. This is going to be a late 2024. It's our Cruiser series. It's going to be our made in USA, full cork with an upgraded high-end reel seat, all aluminum components, titanium guides. It's got a carbon fiber wrap here all the way up to the first guide, enhancing the backbone. It's going to be a really fun rod. I'm very excited about this. We put a lot of R&D into this baby. And in the sun, it just explodes out.
I was just sitting here thinking, seeing it in this dim light, and I'm seeing it, I'm thinking, that thing's gonna be sexy to hold, okay?
You get outside, woo!
You're gonna get the job done, but it's gonna look good doing it.
Oh yeah. So we're excited about that. We've got some other things in the pipeline, but stay tuned. We'll be releasing more in the fall. We're excited about the growth we got going on.
So tell everybody at home so they get a little more of a connection with Bull Bay Rod that I have. I've been using Bull Bay since the day we met at my house.
Yeah.
And I love the product. I love you guys' passion. But where'd that come from? Where did the guy from FSU College decide to do rods for a living?
So funny you say that. When we met that first time, I think I was building fishing rods in our parents' spare bedroom at the time. So, I mean, it started, I was in high school, my dad and me would fish the redfish tournaments. My dad, he won a couple of the tournaments, including the championship. And we had some rods that kept breaking. Tried to contact the brand. They gave us a bunch of crap, so we're like, oh, we'll just go have our own made. Yeah. Found a custom rod builder locally. Boom, 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 all of a sudden I'm learning how to build fishing rods in the bedroom. We're meeting him, we're making custom rods, trading them with people for engine work, whatever, you name it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, people wanted them, they kept asking for them, and I was up in Tallahassee at FSU, and I decided I was gonna move back home with my parents, take it over and turn it into something, and then here we are now. We got close to 300 retailers, and it's kind of crazy, it just happened.
I like to use the word culture in our industry of fishing and boating. I like to use the word culture. Culture, I believe, carries a company, and I think you guys have done a fantastic job building a culture around a stick.
I agree. Well, we surround ourselves with good people like you and the Mike Andersons of the world, and the people that are they're good people. That's at the end of the day, we want good people associated with the brand, because the product can be good, but if you don't have people supporting you in the right group, you're not going to go anywhere.
I agree.
That's really where we believe in the people that are using our products, the people that are associated with us, and the people that we support too. We believe in.
So being at ICAST, to me, is strenuous fun. Here's what I mean. You walk and walk and walk for miles. I don't know how many steps in the 3 days that we'll take here, but we see everyone that we know in the industry is under one roof. It really gives you a chance to hand-to-hand, half hug, high five, fist bump, whatever it may be. It gives you that easy opportunity to do that with everyone in the industry that you have teamed up with, sponsored with, or just simply know versus talking to them on the phone. It's really perfect for that. So next, we're heading over to Abyss. We're gonna sit down with Nick and wait till you see some of the cool products that he's come up with going forward.
What we're known for is all of our 36-volt options. What are you running in your, I think you have a 3672?
3660.
So one new product that we came out with is our multi-bank charger. It has 3 banks total, and we also have a newer version that has 4 banks, but there's 3 leads that can charge a 12-volt lithium, AGM, or lead acid battery, and then the third lead is for your 36-volt lithium. So we've put a 2-in-1 product, so you don't need a separate charger for your 36 or 24 volt lithium. This charger can do it all, and it's a drop-in replacement for whatever else you have in your boat. And the cool thing is it can, like I said, charge lead acid or AGM batteries if you don't have 12 volt lithiums.
Yeah, because a lot of people like to do that. They like to do a lead battery for their crank.
Exactly.
You know, I don't have any problems with mine. I mean, I've been doing it for 2 years now. FYI, the Abyss does it all. Our next stop is Brian over at Dry Pocket Apparel. These bags and these designs for guns, cameras, tackle, cold drinks, unbelievable. Check out Dry Pocket Apparel. We're fixing to go there right now.
That right there is the first in the world, only in the world. We call it the Day Pack. It is waterproof. It seals air, water, gas tight in under a second just by letting go. It floats and it's scent proof. You can use it as a cooler, a lunchbox with ice or ice pack, or you can use it as a dry bag because it's airtight. It's scent proof, gas proof, waterproof. And then we also got on Danny's back the world's first auto sealing, waterproof, floating backpack dry bag. Magnetic buckles, just get them close and they automatically lock. Automatically lock. Airtight technology, seals air, water, gas tight in under a second just by letting go. This floats as well.
And then, this is a new gun case.
Yes.
Carrying bag.
This will literally save a duck hunter's life. It's first and only in the world. It's a waterproof, auto-sealing, floating, scent-proof shotgun bag. So the way it works, child safety lock, magnetic buckle, get it close, locks. It's got the same technology as all the rest of the Day Pack and Backpack dry bag. It's got a liner on the inside that can be removed that's tear resistant. Pull your shotgun out, put it in, seals air, gas, water tight in under a second. You latch this down with a shotgun inside it. It will float and you can use it as a buoy to keep yourself above water. If your waders are filling up with water, grab this, it'll keep you above water with a shotgun in it.
You know us guys, when we love our shotguns, we don't want them getting wet. So there's your simple answer for that. Man, they're perfect, great bags. And again, we appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Can't wait to see what we can do in the future together.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So you can't come to ICAST without visiting the Power Pole booth. And those guys over there are pure innovation 101. The products they put out are money every time. Dan, it's great to see you as always. The products you guys are putting out are absolutely amazing. The move leaves me speechless on a regular basis. So let's talk a little bit about what's new this year. What's going on in the scenes now? What's stirring up at Power Pole headquarters?
All right, so at the Bassmaster Classic a few months ago, we released our new dual blade system powered by one hydraulic pump. It's entered into the new product showcase to try and win best of show. What it is, it's a small hydraulic pump, the same size as our traditional pump, but you can run dual shallow water anchors. So you're putting half the pump, half the weight. It uses 40% less of your battery when you're fishing. It's got new quick relief valves. If your pole gets stuck down, just release pressure, pick them up real easy. And it has a real fast install bracket, so our dealers like that it can go in and out of the boat real easy. Simply hit the button, both power poles drive into the bottom. We heard a lot of people say, well, I want two pumps because I want to lift one pole and pivot. I can tell you in my 20 years of power poles, I don't have time for that. I lift the two poles, pivot with the trolling motor, jam them back in the ground, and hook more redfish.
Yep.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, and my experience with that is almost exactly the same. When I first got my two, I started with one, and then when I went to two, here and there, I would use one to swing a boat. But that went away really quick. I haven't done that in close to 20 years myself. Yeah.
It's all about efficiency and innovation, lifting two poles, deploying two poles, saving valuable space in your boat and reducing weight, reducing your amp draw. And the new Power Pole 1 pump with dual blades is the way to go.
Dan, I noticed that you got something really big behind us over here.
You want to go check it out?
I absolutely do want to check it out.
Let's go.
What do we have here?
All right, so when we released the regular Move PV, all the offshore boats heard how quiet it was and heard how much power, and they all wanted it for their really big boats. So we have 84, 96, and 110-inch shaft trolling motors. Now, to go with a trolling motor that long, we had to change some things. We made the titanium shaft thicker, and we put a long carbon fiber insert inside the shaft. That way it doesn't flex as much. Other trolling motors that have composite shafts flex, and then you start thrusting up and you lose your efficiency.
Right.
With our stiffer shaft, the horizontal movement is much more powerful, and we all know how powerful the move already is.
Yeah. What is it that drives you about Power Pole Company in a whole? What is it that makes you come? Because I've known you for a while now, and you love what you do. I mean, you love Power Pole. You love talking about Power Pole. I've seen it in you ever since we've met. What is it that keeps that fire going about a job for you?
I tell you, going from sales to the engineering to marketing, what I love about Power Pole is when we go to build something, everything is out the window. We are not going to choose a component based on cost to make a cheaper product. We are going to source the best, source the premium product. Titanium shaft is insane, but we want a lifetime warranty and we don't want it to break. Building and tuning our own brushless motors as opposed to going to buy one from some other company, and then building a propeller around that custom motor, which gives us all the power and the efficiency. It's just, we do everything to make a premium product and the best it can ever be out on the water. And that's just so exciting to work there every day.
It makes you feel good about what you're doing. It makes you, at the end of the day, go, the day was worth it.
It's as good as it can get. It gets you closer to fish. It gives you more power. Just everything about what we do is all about being badass fishermen.
That's right. That's it, guys. 2024 ICAST has come to an end, and it was just as fun as all the other ones I've been to. Really hope that you guys enjoyed our ICAST experience here in 2024, and maybe one day you'll have a reason to come and check it out for yourself.